So welcome to the channel, and in this new playlist we're going to be having a look at another great British classic, the Triumph TR6. In this episode on the playlist we're going to be having a look at the popular MX5 or Miata seat upgrade. So your TR6 seats are worn out, maybe the vinyl's ripped, maybe the foam has lost its support, maybe it's not so comfortable anymore on longer trips, maybe your back's starting to hurt after a while. It's time for a refurbishment. But there's a problem. The foams for the seats, quite expensive, and together with the vinyl, for the cost of refurbishing the seats yourself, or worse still, having them professionally refurbished, it opens up a lot more options in terms of how you could put seats in your TR6. There's lots of options available. Many seats can be made to fit, but if you read the forums, if you look at what people are using, then by far and away the most popular choice for the TR6 is the MX5 or Miata seat. And the seats are popular for good reason too. The modern seat has a good supportive frame which gives good back support for longer journeys. Typically you've got good strong firm padding and side bolsters as well, giving a comfortable ride, holding you secure in the seat. And the older models have got a separate headrest as well, which fits with the period look of the car. They fit well too. If you look here, the side bolster fits snugly against the inner tunnel. There's plenty of space for the seatbelt mount. On this side, with the door closed, it's in easy reach of the recliner. And at the front as well, plenty of leg room. You've got the adjuster on the bottom, and they're low enough so that even if you're quite a tall driver, your head's not going to stick above the windscreen. With the door closed here, you can see the gap to the door, allowing you even plenty of space to use your door side pockets. And you don't need to do anything special with the seat belt mountings either. They go onto the existing mounts to use your 3-point safety belt. Let's see what's involved in getting these fitted. Your starting point will be where you've removed your old seats. You've taken them out, you've exposed the mounting points, removed the carpet, so let's see what we have to do from there. You'll notice that the MX5 or Miata seats don't line up perfectly with the TR6 mounting points, so therefore you're going to need some kind of interface bracket in order to get the seats to fit. You can buy commercially available brackets, and indeed that's what I'm using here, but the basic principle is that it's a steel plate with the mounting bolts for the MX5 seats mounted on it, and then the location holes for the TR6 floor mountings put in place as well. If you've got the time, if you've got the facilities, or you don't have access to the commercially available ones, you may choose to make these up yourself. And if that's the case, what I'll do is I'll put this one in the car, and then I'll show you some measurements from the mounting holes to the MX5 mounting posts. So as promised, here is the mounting dimensions for the left-hand seat. So in the US, that'd be the driver's side. In Europe, that'll be the passenger side. The front of the car is that way, and therefore this is the rear seat mounting here. This is the front one. These sizes here are in millimeters, and the crossed post is the MX5 mounting, and the circle on its own is the TR6 mounting, and the distances here are measured between centres. So if you're looking to make up your own brackets, you could pause the video now and take a note of those. On the right hand side of the car, the sizes do vary slightly. So this is the right hand side of the car. Again, sizes in millimeters. This is the front of the car that way, and the posts here are the TR6 mountings, and these are the sizes that you need for the MX5 or Miata seat mountings. With the locating brackets in place, we can now refit the seat belt. So you can see I've done that here. No special video needed for that because I'm using the existing mounting points on the car. No special requirements there, but to have the seat belts in before the seats go in just makes it possible to get them in, something you wouldn't be able to do once the seats are in. So that's our seat mounting brackets mounted to the floor. You can see here I've used the existing floor mounting bolts from the old seats, and what you can also see here is on the bracket there's a nut, and that nut is to set the height of the seat. So what I've done here is mounted the nuts a little bit higher at the front in order to lift the front of the seat, and lower at the back in order to lower the seat so it sits back slightly. First up, we're putting the sound deadening over the top of the floor here, and again we're having to cut holes for the bolts. So now we're ready to locate the carpet, and you'll notice here what I've had to do is drill some holes to accommodate the nuts and the bolts on the floor. So let's get that fitted. And now with the carpet fitted over the top of the locating bolts, we're ready to insert the seat. So here we've got our MX5 seat. This particular one is out of a Mark 1 or Mark 2 version, characterized by the headrests at the back. I chose those just to keep a little bit more character with the 1970s car. Standard trims can be used, but this one has been reupholstered, again with the bars across to give it a slightly more period look. But you can go with the standard seat and that'll be perfectly fine. Underneath you'll need a Mark 1 or Mark 2 bracket to enable the seat to be mounted, and so that it slides backwards and forwards appropriately within the TR6 aperture. The only modifications that you need to do to these seats are this front area here. On the MX5 this bracket is mounted down probably to around 40 degrees or so from horizontal, and what you need to do is carefully, I did it with an adjustable spanner, so put some grip onto it and bend it flat so that it's straight with the rest of the mounting bracket, and that allows you to use the front and rear mounting points for mounting to the car. So with our mounting brackets in place and the seat ready to go, we can then fit the seat to the car. So now with the seat fitted, you can slide it fully forward, tilt the seat forward, and now you've got access to the rear nuts, so you can insert the nuts and tighten those up. With the seat fully backwards, that gives good access here at the front for the washer and the nuts to be inserted, so that you can tighten down the front of the seat. So there's the seats all tightened up and fitted, looking fantastic in the period retrim, ready for many happy years of motoring. Once again, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please do subscribe, please do like the video, please do comment. Love reading the comments and replying and getting involved with you all. Until next time.